getting others
money
to the
making
money,
Mondays is going down.
and getting to the money, get others to the money.
Oh
Just
yeah.
saying we got to keep pushing. We got to push it. But I find myself outside of when we talk about money making Monday, it really ain't just because people love money. It's like, how can I get more tools? It's just like, how can I get another tool to do something else? I hope people when we say that, it ain't just to have money in your bank account. Like that's cool, but let's get some tools so we can do some other things so we're not in the same positions.
Use for that it comes valueless to me.
And use them indeed, man. I hope y'all use your weekend wisely. If you didn't go out, did you stay in and read something? Did you finish that class? I always ask those questions, man. Ways to get you moving forward. We want to motivate you guys this week. It's the top of the week, man. It's the top of the week, Steph.
It is. Look, we so pumped up on Mondays. It's contagious.
I'm telling you, they be ready. I hope it is. I hope people go be like, man, I listen to them fools on Monday morning. They had me going. I'm glad. I hope so. Do some extra push-ups. You better do some extra push-ups, more jogging. Man, right. I've been thinking about different training because of the way the industry has changed while we're doing COVID. Haven't been doing as many live events and stuff. So since we're not doing as many live events, that's the stuff that keeps me in training shape. But now I'm gonna have to do some other things, man. I gotta add some things to my regimen to stay in shape for 2021, man. So I'll let you know what I ain't gonna say it now because once I say it, I gotta do it. So let me figure out what it is I'm gonna do before I say it.
I'm already planning it for you right now. Like
that's why. No, that's why I ain't gonna say it yet. But once I figure out what it is and what the schedule's going to be, I'll let y'all know so y'all can then hear about what I'm doing. See what I'm out here doing. Anyway,
my personal trainer, she had a class this weekend, and people didn't. I mean, it was crazy that she offered the free course this weekend. Saturday, I wasn't able to attend, obviously. But you
ain't tell nobody that on Friday.
I didn't know.
Why you ain't there?
I didn't know. I would have threw it out there. But then, not only did I not know, but the class was free. 1, 2. Not many people showed up, but people showed up. But the class that she's charging for is booked up.
Your personal trainer needs to advertise for local Swig on here with us. I'm calling them out right now. Personal trainer, you need to be on the local Swig. Bottom line.
Well, she sold out for everything that she sells. It's only her free stuff.
Oh. Well,
that's
okay.
It's her free stuff that.
I don't know. We need to talk. Moving on, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. You know what it is. We gotta get y'all with the news. Start the news, and you know what it's called, the Swig of News. Let's get into that right now, Steph. What you got for us this morning?
All right, so check with this nigga Swig of News. Since we are already in Money Making Monday and we're discussing money, so there has been a new bill that's coming back out. It's called the CARES Act 2. So when you're asking about those second rounds of stimulus checks, the unemployment extension, that's all included. So this CARES Act 2 bill. Unemployment will be extended, and this is all going to come out today with the support of the White House. Has already been, initiated, and the bill has already been written. But so it's going to be $1 trillion. The first round was $3 trillion. This was $1 trillion, so they did cut costs. So unemployment will be extended, but it won't be extended for the $600. It'll be extended for like a lesser amount. The stimulus check, the second round of stimulus checks, they will be coming out.
Wait, so you said the $600 is going to be extended, but it's just not going to be $600?
Right.
Okay.
It won't be $600. And this is going to take effect today.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, I'm going to say that some of y'all ain't know what to do with the $600 anyway, so it don't matter. If it was $400, it was $200, y'all gonna do the same thing with it. Y'all ain't know what to do with it anyway. Did you take 20% and put it away? I don't know what you did. Moving on.
Yikes. So listen, that right there hopefully will come at the right time, because not only is it coming out today, but last week is when everything stopped. So the $6 stopped, right? So when the $600 stopped, that was the stimulus package for unemployment. But the other benefits that came along with that stopped as well. So the elderly community are in an uproar about their medicine costs. They can't afford it. So with this new bill coming out, on top of, stopping the unemployment stimulus package that goes with the weekly stimulus of unemployment, these elderly people are not having it with Donald Trump. The states where he would normally capitalize, child, ain't nobody voting right now. Nobody. So he is definitely behind right now. This bill, he's hoping that it would help. But when he made his speech, he said something even more offensive to the elderly community, and even made them even madder, because he said something along the lines of the economy in which that I built. I will allow them to get medicine at a lower rate. His choice of words kind of disgusting right now.
Yeah, always.
And then you have, of course,
pretty much always.
Yeah, it's always
choice of words.
Yeah, he have I don't understand why he's even allowed to say some of the stuff that he's saying, but we get a chance to see who he really is. So at the end of the day, he's not hiding who he is. He's just a despicable person, in my opinion. For anybody, looking, listening, or whatever, he is behind right now in the polls. So something dramatic is going to happen. And with the $1,200 stimulus, he's saying if I sign the bill for the second round of a $1,200 stimulus, then the U.S. is going on a major shutdown. A lot of people reported that they're getting ballots to mail in their votes as of last week. I too got a mail-in vote. Me and my son both got mail-in ballots last week.
What you gonna do?
So it looks like something fishy is happening. But it's not. That's not the thing. Like, I'll send it in if I have to, if I can't come outside. But if I'm physically able to come outside and go vote, I'm gonna go vote. But the thing about that is, like I said, with him sending out the ballots already and the second round of stimulus, that further lets us know he has something up his sleeve. The fact that he's losing.
Oh man, you already know you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do when you're losing. You got to try to follow up some way, somehow. Hey man,
okay.
When you're in a race, and you're losing, you tripping folk, you throwing things out your pocket, all sorts of tricks. It's the same thing. You already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be all sorts of shady business happening. Wait for it. I'm just waiting for it. It's gonna be all types of shady business going down.
Oh yeah, this is some shadies. All I see is scams going on once he start tripping. Yeah, you gotta know that we are already preparing ourselves to survive one way or the other. Either you're going to give it to us or we're going to take it. Speaking of that, a lot of loan forgivenesses programs, they're still in effect. They didn't budge on how they felt about the economy being in the state that it's in right now. So if you owe student loans, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You're still good. Your loan is still deferred. You won't get any interest or anything like that added onto it. No extra late fees or any of that. You're not a part of the stimulus. And that was a lot of people's concerns that are in school and that have been laid off. So I just want to throw that out there. But desperate calls for desperate measures. Kanye West, remember last week when he decided that he was going to go public and tell everybody that, I'm thinking about divorcing Kim because of the inappropriate, quote unquote, inappropriate meeting she had with Meek Mill. And doing that, Meek Mill and his new baby mother, they just split because of those allegations and the rumors and just the unhealthy, critiques that's going along with their relationship now. So they decided to call it a quit, right? Milano, for those of you that don't know who Milano is, she just had a baby with Meek Mill on his birthday, and she has a flourishing fashion line out of Florida. She's from Florida. So she's doing really well for herself. So she's not one of those women that's just on IG taking pretty pictures and, looking for a baller. My lip gloss is so thick this morning. I'm sorry. But she's actually getting her own bag. She's actually getting her own bag. So, that's that. So before y'all start bashing her about, ending the relationship with the Meek Mill, she could do what she want to do. All right. And so with that, Kanye West came back out with an apology because Kim flipped out on him like, hold on. I know you ain't put my business out there in the street as many times as I've covered for you. As much as the headlines are always out to destroy our family and bash me because of you, and I take up for you, I know you ain't put my business out there like that. Even if we were getting a divorce, even if it were to be true that I, in fact, had an inappropriate meeting with Meek Mill, as many inappropriate things that you've done. So he took back everything that he said, and of course he did this apology. I'm sorry, Kim, you've always had my back, even when the world is against me, blah 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 blah. I think Kim gonna leave Kanye. Because I think if anything that we can learn from the Kardashians, I think the Kardashians have us.
Is they gonna dip?
They'll dip.
They gonna dip.
They require a certain amount of loyalty from their men, and if you don't give them what they want, they dip. They will next.
Is it loyalty? I don't know.
It's gotta be. Well, if it's not,
I don't know that loyalty is the word.
That may not be the correct term, but it's something along those lines. Because if you don't do what they want you to do, you out. And I feel like
loyalty is a strong. This is a kingly word. I think loyalty ain't.
She got a good case.
But we will find.
She got a good case. If she decides she wanted to just leave him, I feel like it's a good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. The world would be behind. He's given her enough fuel to say, especially on a celebrity side, you can be like, hey man, I don't want to deal with the mental instability, or I don't want to deal with the rants that come with this. I don't, there's a bunch of stuff that she could say, in the world to be like, I get it. I understand.
Dude, all you gotta do is go through a couple of headlines.
That's my guy, and I would understand.
You love you some Kanye West. I get it, and I get it. But she can. That's what I send him the deuces if he gonna cut up like that. That's my opinion. Also, with that, Kanye he went to the hospital. Felt that the hospital room was too crowded, had an anxiety attack, and was hospitalized for having an anxiety attack in the hospital. Yeah. That's the husband that she's dealing with.
I saw the pictures. He went to the hospital for somebody else and felt like the hospital was too crowded?
No, he went for
Why was he at the hospital first?
He was in the hospital because he was having a small anxiety attack. He got even more overwhelmed by the hospital room being crowded, and then was hospitalized for that. Kanye crazy. At this point, Kanye crazy. But in lieu of it all, it is what it is, and that's their relationship. I'll probably go with Kim on this one if she decides to throw him the deuces. Speaking of more fiancés and marriages, so Super Scent, familiar with Super Scent? Mm-hmm. She's the young woman that made $1 million in like
crayon box.
5 minutes. Crayon case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the crayon case makeup line. So her husband, her fiance has been caught corresponding with an underage chick, with an underage girl. But the underage girl was a catfish. So he never met up with her. They never had sex or any of that. But Super has called off the wedding. And people saying, you know what, either way it go, it was a catfish. They was out to get him. They never met up. He never did anything. Super said, true or false? If they even met up, I don't care. He was entertaining the idea of the woman altogether. They were going back and forth.
This is the thing. Underage girl, you gotta be specific about this stuff when they say these phrases, because the underage girl could be 20 You know what I'm saying? So, not saying that it's right, but I'm also saying I'm actually saying
is not 20.
What does that mean? I don't know what does that mean, because usually in media they say that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, in media
they say young girl.
Like 20. Okay, maybe they do.
Young
it's just
girl is 20.
The reason I say that is because they play with. Sometimes they play with words, and I just want to know exactly what they're saying. Because, like, if you pee by an elementary school and you get caught, you got to register as a sex offender. And so, so that's why I like. Sometimes you put this stuff out here, and it has these big words, and it ain't what that is. So I just wanted to clarify. So you're saying that she was, and that has nothing to do with the validation of what she's saying. I was just saying, just media-wise, they always throw those phrases out there, and I'm like, let's talk about this first. What really happened? So, nonetheless, he thought he was talking to an 18-year-old woman and a little girl, and turns out it was a catfish, and she found out about it.
Got caught. And now that he got caught with it, the wedding is off. So
won't work.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm rooting for this couple.
Some of you ninjas don't need the internet.
I'm rooting for this couple though. This is the thing. Like, this happened. And this is like his fourth time doing something, but they so good together.
Apparently not.
They're good together. Jason, don't start. Don't technically break it down. Don't break it down like that. But
apparently not.
Like, I like them. I like them.
Damn. Okay.
I'd like to see them work this out. I'd like to see them get some counseling. I'd like to see them, figure this thing out some kind of way. I like to see them figure it out. Because obviously he's not happy in some area, she isn't happy in an area, and is not doing some things. Just not going well for them at all. Ever since she started getting them big checks in, everything's gone downhill. Because remember, the dude, Lou, Louis, he ain't had a bag. She the breadwinner. She put him on.
Who the guy?
And then
the guy that
the guy.
The guy she with now.
Her fiance,
Okay.
She put him on.
His name is Super Lou?
Brought him along. Well, no, her name is Super, and his name is Louis. So, put it together. It's Super Lou.
Oh, got it.
But, dang.
Okay. Whatever.
I just hate that it was with a teenage girl that was the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back. I hate it was a teenage girl. So that's one thing in itself. But two, I don't think he meant it in that light. Cause like I've watched
you were really defending this guy.
I know, I'm just trying. I'm trying.
Like,
if it's not working,
the fact
working, I quit. I give up.
You were really invested in her in general.
I hate pedophiles, or I hate men, or anybody that does something to kids, which is, going to be in my top swigs as to, the rate that has went up since COVID. I got a top swig that's gonna blow your mind on these sets, but I'm still rooting for them. Okay. I'm gonna just let this one down. Right. It is what it is.
Well,
but just keep it out right here. I promise you. I got the top swigs coming up about some child abuse cases and all this, that, and the third.
On a Monday.
On a Monday. Going up.
Hey man, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Coffee Swig. Jason Carey, Steph Tiller. ATL Next 100. Ooh.
What's happening, TT? Shit, Snake just straight cooked him up.
Yeah. So we was at the gas station today. I told the bros, like, last 100 or a dub, you know what I'm saying? And we all around in foreign, so it's super fun coming up through traffic. So kind of felt like I made it for a change. I walk through. Lamborghini truck, Big Dre in the cut. Bro, I'm bent it up behind me. Know what's in my cup. Doing 90 in a 35, like I don't give a. Aventador, I let Lil' Q them drive. Make sure y'all don't hit nobody. I can't lie, this rap got us living like we hit the lottery. Crip been knocking out one punch like he got into boxing. I been flying state to state for drip, I done got into shopping. Every other day is something fake, I'm ducking paparazzi. He ain't listen, they tap this nigga. Neighbor told me ain't got no budget. This ain't that and that ain't about nothing. I got rich but got folks still struggling. I got bros give a about nothing. I got don't give a about. I ain't did that if she ain't got no butt. Money, brain problems, okay, so what? P them too real, they bought me a road truck. I sent it back to get a newer version. Color 9 with the stars and they got the captain C's in the back. I went to white paint with the red goods. Some of my other cars in the match. They be like, ooh, off in traffic. Gotta put racing gas in my track. Get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. How you make a whole chorus back in money? Cause all I do is get money. Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday. It ain't no stopping, always gon' clocking. Answer my booking phone like I'm trapping. He a good rapper, yeah, but he capping. I treat my shows like I'm getting lows. I gotta get off anywhere I go, yeah. Hop out alone, I'm in my zone. Most of this I done did on my own. Full credit for that my mama did. I really treat Lil DT like my mama kid. Been poppin' since I bought me that Bonneville. I'm in Atlanta from back here to Summer Hill. I can't play around cause I know it's here, and I know it's real. Get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Now, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the Benz with the spoilers. On the low from the Jake and the Taurus, trying to get my hands on some grants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal. 3-course meal, spaghetti, fettuccine, and veal. But still, everything's real in the field. And what you can't have now, leave when you will. But don't knock me for trying to bury 7 zeros over in Rio de Janeiro. Ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums, 5+5s who drive millenniums. It's all about the Benjamins. What? I get a 50-pound bag of for the mutts. 5 carats on my hands with the cuts, and something European chromed out with the clutch. What?
Drinking more liquor, driving a broke bigger. I'm with mo sippers, watched by gold diggers. Rocking Bajor denims with gold zippers. Lost your touch, we kept ours. Popping crystals, freaking the 3/4 reptiles. Enormous cream, forest green. Benz G for my team, so while you sleep, I'm a scheme. You see through, so why nobody never gonna believe you. You should do what we do, stack chips like. Don't let the melody intrigue you, cause I'll leave you. I'm only here for that green paper with
I'm
the
strictly
evil.
trying to cop those colossal size Picassos and have poppy flip outside those gastos. The end up with cash flowing like Sosa and the Latin chick.
Yeah.
Stampeding over pop modes, never sober. Flexing Range Rovers up here by Minnesota. Avoiding arcs with camcorders and Chevy Novas. Stash in the building with this chick named Alona from Daytona. When I was young, I want the boner, but now I only hit chicks who win beauty pageants. Tricking and taking me skiing at the Aspens. Gangsta mental, stay popping crystal. It's if Madeline the act coupe that's dark brown. Pinky ringing, gondolas with the man singing. Italian music down the river with your chick clinging to my pause. If player, you mad fools. Acting hard when you was as RuPaul's.
Come on.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Now,
It's all about the
what y'all wanna
Benjamins,
do?
baby.
Wanna be
It's all about the
ballers,
Benjamins,
shot callers,
baby.
brawlers,
It's all about
who be
the
dipping in the
Benjamins,
Benz with the
baby.
spoilers.
It's all about
On the
the
low from the
Benjamins.
Jake
What
and
the
the
blood
Taurus.
clot? Wanna rumble with the B, huh? Bzzz, throw a hex
Yeah.
on the whole family.
Yeah.
Dressed in all black like the omen.
Say
Have your friends singing, this is for my homies. And you know me for making it so sick. lost in my six with the Lex on the wrist. If it's murder, you know she wrote it. For your deep north. Know you wanna feel the room, cause it's platinum coated. Take your pick, gotta be my I should've told it. All that kick, player hating from the sideline. Get it. Why you riding mine? I'm a good fella, kinda lady. Stash to the A's in Mercedes. Puffy, hold me down, baby. Only female in my crew, and I kick you.
Come on. I've been had skills, Cristal spill, hot bills in Brazil. About a mill of ice grill, make it hard to figure me. Be kicking me in my hole, undercover, Johnny Brasco. Left my East Coast girl, the Bentley, the twirl. My West Coast shorty, push the chrome 740, rockin' red man and naughty. Oh, with my kitty cat, happy, in the bra with her titties at. And I'm living that, I'm the life we push. State, Penn, and Penn State, listen close, it's Francis, the praying mantis. Attack with the hand, my left hand, hit right hand, grip on the whip for the smooth getaway. Player haters, get away, on my little that yeah, all you son of these, man, don't tempt me. Only to hell I send thee, all about the Benjis, why?
About the Benjamins, baby. Oh, I'm supposed to
What?
unmute the mic.
Hey, so one thing
Unmute
about
the
it,
mic.
LaKim still snaps. She's still right. She still. I love LaKim.
Welcome back to the Motor Coffee Swig here. What? Something about LaKim?
Johnny.
No, yeah, I can hear you. Huh?
Oh, you can.
Johnny said,
I love her.
I can. No, I can hear you. So, speaking of getting it in on the rap side, words are very important. You know, I'm a huge fan of words. Words change sentences, they change intentions. Choose your words wisely. I say that all the time. So for that very reason, I always like to give you a word of the day here on the show. Let's get into our word of the day. Let's get into it. It's a good word. It's a word I actually use. Today's word is anomaly. Anomaly. A-N-O-M-A-L-Y. Anomaly. It's a noun. Meaning something different, abnormal, peculiar, or not easily classified. Something anomalous. I've never even used that word before. Deviation from the common rule, irregularity. The angular distance of a planet from its perihelion as seen from the sun. That's the third meaning, which I've never used it in that way. But I am an anomaly. I always say that I am an anomaly. So we'll definitely go with that. Something different, abnormal, peculiar, not easily classified. It comes from the Greek word, which means uneven or irregular. Of course, you know, as always come Latin, Greek, you know, our whole language is based in that area. Steph is dropping everything. Thermal scanning uses intelligent thermal technology and checks the temperature of everyone entering the premises and triggers necessary alarms in case of an anomaly in the temperature. This is funny because that's, again, everything. Every one of these words has a almost not everyone, but most of these words have a COVID connection some way, somehow. They find a way to use it. It's so funny. Rich Wingo is also part of a statistical anomaly of sorts. He scored 1 point in his NFL career. He is one of 4 Packers that have scored a single point. Wow, 1 point in an entire career. He is somewhat of an anomaly. So that's a word. Hey, use that word. Okay. Again, choose these words wisely in everyday sentence. Makes you a better conversationalist, I believe. Or make yourself somewhat of an anomaly when you speak around others, because you like to use these words. Anyway, we want to motivate you guys not speak better, but we want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday sentences. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
You will be the only person that can stop that. And I'm glad I say that every day. It's the same thing every single day until somebody can get it in their mind. So check it out. Today, I want to talk to you guys about complimenting others, even, you know, if it's on the smallest of praise. What I think right now a lot of people are missing is the self-love that you would need to be able to show someone else love. I love on my people because I love myself. Oftentimes I battle with other people about my self-love in the way that I love myself, which shouldn't even be a part of the conversation. But then it also shows the lack of love that they have for themselves. I don't have a problem with complimenting other people on the great things that they do, the way that they look, you know, the way that they've made me feel, or, you know, something that they said that, you know, I received, or something that resonated with me. I don't have a problem with complimenting people. I don't have a problem with letting people know the greatness that I see in them. If I see potential in you, I don't have a problem with letting you know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why would that even be an issue. But it's a huge issue, especially, you know, among friends. I won't even say, you know, a certain group between men or females. They both do it. I don't see men walking around throwing out compliments to their brethren. And I sure don't see women doing it that often either. More and more women are starting to grasp that, but it's not enough of that. You know what I'm saying? And that can create other insecurities in other people that surround you. If my friend does hair or makeup and I never tell her how great of a job that she's doing, it's not that I'm a hater, it's that I don't care too much to tell her that because, you know, why? I don't know. I can't identify with that. So that's just a question that if you are in that position, or if you're that friend that's never said it to one of your friends, ask yourself why. If you got a brother who fixed cars or on houses, or, you know, he could be a singer. It doesn't matter. Whatever his occupation is, or his job, his hobby, or however he get his bread and butter, and you've never told him how good of a job he's doing except for when it benefits you, ask yourself why. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's always a motive to something. Like, I don't need you to tell me that I'm cute and I look good and I'm beautiful just because we're going to the club. And you know I'm a pull, you know, the whole spot. I don't need you to do that to me. I don't need that. Like, seriously, I don't need that. And then, again, those little small praises that you give to the people that are in your circle, the people that you love, that's loving on them. That's what we need most right now. That helps in other relationships. You know what I'm saying? That helps with self-esteem. They help with insecurities. I think that's something that needs to be discussed. And so my motivation to you guys this morning is to make sure that you're giving the praises that are due to other people. Everybody needs their just due. It's not that they're looking for validation for anything, but the mere fact that you will do that and say that to them gives them more confirmation.
I think you hit the nail on the head talking about the brothers. I think women compliment each other way more. I hear black women compliment themselves, and I say black women because that's who I'm around. But I see black women compliment each other way more than us. We're taught competition. Growing up, like compliment. Remember, I always talk about what's not in the boy book. Compliment each other, not in the man handbook. It's not in there. They didn't teach us that. No, they didn't. That's not one of the things they teach you growing up. Fight, run, get girls. You know what I'm saying? Play sports. This is the things they taught. Love, compliment, share. We ain't taught these kind of things. It's not in the man handbook. I'm telling you. And
so if it's not in the handbook,
you have to learn it as an adult. You got to learn it as an adult. That takes some awareness. It really is a self-awareness thing to be like, I ain't got no problem telling you fly. I know, dude is a good-looking dude. You a good-looking dude. You shouldn't have. Why are you having this problem? Or you know what I mean? Hey, bro, just you a good-looking dude, and you shouldn't be putting yourself in that? Why do you have that on? You are ruining everything else God has given you. You look terrible. So let's fix it. You're not that far off. There's some things you can do to help you out. But anyway, use the tool.
Lukewarm.
But yeah, we're not taught to compliment each other. Hey man, great job, man. I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? I see you got an advanced degree, or you're at this level in your profession. I'm proud of you. Great job, man. You're doing good. Like, we're not really taught that. We don't get that as often. People more so be like, I see you. Yeah, like that. Yeah. They'll keep it to themselves. Like, dudes keep that stuff to themselves. They don't say nothing, man. They watching you the whole time, though. That's the crazy thing.
They throw their head up.
They don't even do that, though. God, we would never know that we're inspiring you or you're watching us. If I was a self-aware, I would know half the dudes that really pay attention to me. I wouldn't know they doing that. Because they keep it to themselves. The only way you find out that they're watching you is because they'll say something like something that you did some time ago, or you're like, yeah, man, you be rocking them hats. Like, right. I didn't even know you saw me. I didn't even know you saw me.
And why you didn't like the picture? If you saw me, why you didn't like the picture? You heard me, and I said something that you liked. Why you didn't like the video? Why you didn't share it so somebody else can hear it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there to me. That's a kind of a different conversation because that's a slick line of hate. That's the slick being a. I think it's a thin line between, you know, not being taught to praise others and actually being a slick hater, a dry hater.
Dudes be
heavy on the hate though.
Dudes, that's funny. I be hearing you. Listen, it's funny. We will get past this, but the funny thing, this is so funny that you'll find out that somebody's been watching you when they introduce you to somebody else. That's my man J-Boy. Man, he got hats, he got mugs, he got a radio show, man. He was on TV. I'll be like, what?
You knew all that?
Like, bruh, I didn't even know you know all this. I didn't know you saw any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you've been taking inventory of what you was doing. So, compliments not in the boy book. Not in the boy book.
But compliments
so if you got sons,
in the boy book.
If you got sons, teach them to it's okay to compliment your fellow man.
True.
Don't you see this is the other problem. This is the other problem with that. Because growing up, especially on the street too, complimenting is also called riding. So like you just hop right on his jump. Like you tell somebody like, oh yeah. You tell somebody, man, them sneakers is fly. Like, you just hop right on his jump when he walked out here. So now you don't want to be like that. Now you on guard all the time. Cause you're like,
and every time you say your sneakers is fly, you have to say no homo.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like, dang.
You like no homo. Like, man, I like what you doing, man. You doing no homo. Like, wait, what?
No, I ain't riding. I ain't D-riding or nothing. But I'm just saying, like, bro, what? But again, it's maturity, self-awareness. There's a couple of things, man. But as a young boy, some people don't never forget that, you know. And they don't forget that feeling when they did it as a kid, and they got immediately, you be riding home, and you be straight riding home. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, God dang, man. So yeah, that's the unfortunate part. That's the unfortunate part about being a man. That's some of the boy things.
So if this conversation right here makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, then that means there's some things that you need to work on, and maybe complimenting within your household, and just kind of bringing that up and instilling that into your children. It's something that you need to do. That's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph and J-Boy.
Don't hop on this thing.
Still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams. Continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it, do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Go.
Yeah. It's time for ATL weather and other random shit. Great morning, ATL, and happy Money Making Monday. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. We got to keep moving. It's currently 75 degrees and a sky full of sunshine, ATL. A sky for the sunshine. That's right. The dog days of August are on the way as July starts to tail away. I play baseball, so we always call it the dog days of August because it's so hot. We got on these long pants and these socks, and it's hot. It's hot. But you're playing ball out there, especially if you. But the thing is, only way you get to play those games is if you make it into the playoffs or you make it into the All-Star game. So hey, man. I was pretty good, so I was always playing out in the hot sun in the summertime. But anyway, it's going to warm up pretty quickly today. Expect a high of 92 degrees, which means abundant ball sweat and maxi dress wedgies for all. So stay indoors, Atlanta. Stay indoors.
Wait, what?
Abundant. And maxi dress wedges. All of that is happening. It took a turn, didn't it?
Okay.
Went from baseball to
it
ball
did.
sweat. Okay, now our random city weather report inspired by Money Making Monday is from Rich, Illinois, y'all. Rich, Illinois. Currently 75 degrees, and just like some rich people do, Illinois, it is making it rain. It's making it rain. That's right. It's raining right now. Raining on your head. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion. 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms all day. It's just going to be a wet Monday for you guys. So sprinkle, Illinois. Sprinkle. And that is your ATL and Random City Weather Report. A segment created and delivered by the Morning Coffee Swig. If you hear it anywhere else, they copied that. Shh. Just trying to tell you. Just trying to tell y'all. Hey man, the heat wave is on.
They copied that.
I'm saying the heat wave is on, Steph.
But
the heat wave.
Wait. Where do you come up with this stuff?
Come on.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I'm an eloquent speaker.
I'm always floored at just how you could just take something and put this twist on it, and then now I'm all like, wait, what?
Wait a minute. Now you like, man, I do have a maxi dress wedgie. All the ladies gonna be like, wait, my maxi dress is riding up into my crack because it's hot and they ain't got on no bottoms. That's how I go. Sorry, it's a lot going on. All of this from the weather. Just let you know how my mind works.
Right.
Like
we went from motivating and complimenting
all
to
of this
maxi dress wedges.
Hey man,
okay.
I am a dynamic individual. I am
it's a
an anomaly. I told you.
If you got a wedgie with your maxi dress, then you deserve a cash app. You deserve a cash app.
Is that how that goes? We done made our way to cash app. I don't know. That's how it goes. Use your Mondays right. Use all your tools to get to the bread on Money Making Monday. The reason why we call it Money Making Monday to y'all, not only because it is we're using alliteration with all the M's, but also because you gotta have a mindset. And if you put yourself in a mindset, then you wake up and you have that same energy that we have every single Monday. We be excited about Mondays. We want you to be more excited about Monday. How did the week go last week? How's it gonna go this week? You got a good plan for this week? I always talk about that. Always talk about that.
True.
We'll get into that at the end of the show. But today, let's have a quick topic teaser today. Steph, today we're gonna talk about we're gonna have a conversation about the hierarchy. Now this is more like a Wednesday topic, but I said I ain't gonna even wait. I ain't gonna wait for this. I'm gonna hit them now. There's a lot of talk about the hierarchy of where the mom versus the wife, where they sit in a man's life. And there was this video on Twitter this weekend that kind of sparked this thought, and we gotta talk about that now. I didn't want to wait till Wednesday. It's fresh on the brain, and I want to get into that conversation today. But it ain't. Sometimes people say it's a no-brainer, but maybe it's not a no-brainer. Let's see what people say and see what we say.
It's definitely not a no-brainer. I can tell you that now.
It's gonna be some
comment section. The way they be lit in our comment section,
boy,
these opinions are about to fly.
They probably not gonna like a lot of what I say, but that tends to happen. That tends to happen.
I'm dying to hear this opinion.
I don't think you gonna be surprised, but I think when I come back to some of these comments, they ain't gonna like it. But anyway, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna get into this thing. It's gonna be a trip, man. We'll take a little break. We'll be back with The Edge and Local Swig and of course, Coffee Talk. Hey. Hey.
We got London on the track.
Whoa. Yeah, man, TIP in this to the max with it. Rex.
I count 6 shots.
Bustin' at the bando. Jury real metal like a piano. I went from rad to riches to a 50 with tip. I went from smart car to a smart lips. And that if it need make my hip limp. I'm going fishing with these little bitty strip dips. And my bankroll kinda big dip. Woo. She gon' bring it on a big ship. Quite trail, no quick trip. I got jugs in the alley, no tip. Yeah. And she just wanna have a good day. Then the guy in the lake. I want them birds till next May. Never let them fly away. Hey, this is what Tim say.
Don't be blowing me up. I ain't getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, nah, I can even hear what you say. I ain't finna do. If it ain't about the money, you can miss me with it. Miss me with it. Turn.
I back in 11, I back in 11. Boom. I ran in the gator, my shoes are just 7. I shine like the Reverend, I shoot at the Reverend. Hey, bands at the grocery store, they still put ladies. Hey, she try make the extras, I tell on you. Hey, when it's about time to pay, I'ma bill on you.
What you think we in the neighborhood about? Standing at the counter store with a pocket full of dough. I be flipping the wipe hood. Learned that from UGK, back a pocket full of stone. With your money down like a book of hard folk. Playing with it, I'ma send them through your car door. My wife flooded shit sick, got Pavo. I'm doing it for black and yellow, free hard out. The head honcho, no tonto. I'm quick to bricks in the Bronco. Nigga talk, why I don't respond to those. No murder, no dough, no combo. Don't be blowing me up, ain't getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, nah, I can even hear what you say. I ain't finna do. If it ain't about the money, you miss me with it. Miss me with it. Turn it.
I back in 11, I back in 11. Boom. I ran in the gator, my shoes are just 7. I shine like the Reverend, I shoot at the Reverend. Hey, bands at the grocery store, they still put ladies. Hey, she try make the extras, I tell on you. Hey, when it's about time to pay, I'ma bill on you. Hey,
what you think we in the neighborhood about? Standing in the trash like good blow. Yeah, made baby, you slang that crack. Ride stole the car while he bang that act. If they ever took a law, better bring that back. Catch it with your you can blow your brain back there. Hey, you know you better be. Oh, you better behave, you wouldn't address me. Because by gun, we don't let them be. You respect me, I'ma catch a felony. For real, if you listen, I can get you paid. But not interested in side. If it ain't about the money, nigga, don't be blowing me up. Ain't getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, nah, I can even hear what you say. I ain't finna do. If it ain't about the money, you miss me with it. Miss me with it. Turn it.
I back in 11, I back in 11. Boom. I ran in the gator, my shoes are just 7. I shine like the Reverend, I shoot at the Reverend. Hey, bands at the grocery store, they still put ladies. Hey, she try make the extras, I tell on you. Hey, when it's about time to pay, I'ma bill on you.
What you think we in the neighborhood about? Standing at the counter store with a pocket full of dough. I be from the neighborhood. Learned that from UGK, back a pocket full of stone.
goes like,
on a Saturday night in the summer, sundown and they all come out. Lamborghinis and they rented hummus. The party's on, so they're heading downtown. Everybody's looking for a come up, and they wanna know what you're about. Me in the middle with the one I love, we're just trying to figure everything out. We don't fit in well, cause we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation. Yeah, you look stunning, dear, so don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top designer clothes, front row at fashion shows. What you do and who'd you know? Inside the world of beautiful people. Champagne and roll up nose, prenups and broken homes. Surrounded but still alone. Let's leave the party. That's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Yeah, that's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Drove for hours last night and we made it nowhere. Now I see stars in your eyes when we're halfway there. Now I'm not fazed by all the lights and flashy cameras, cause with my arms around you, there's no need to care. We don't fit in well, we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation here. You look stunning here, so don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top designer clothes, front row at fashion shows. What you do and who'd you know? Inside the world of beautiful people. Champagne and roll up nose, prenups and broken homes. Surrounded but still alone. Let's leave the party. That's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Yeah, that's not who we are. We are not beautiful. We are not beautiful.
We are. Welcome back. I can't hear none of the. There it is.
Beautiful.
Hey man, so every day I'm gonna tell you something that's on my mind, something I've been thinking, something I'm seeing, something I've experienced, and it's what has me on the edge. So let me get into that. Kind of inspired by the morning motivation this morning, Steph.
Okay.
You talked about giving compliments. So many of y'all can't take compliments. I want to get into that. So many people don't take compliments well. And I need y'all to start taking compliments. And it's mostly, you ever met somebody who can't take compliments well? They don't know what to say. They're like for real, you can really just say thank you. But there are people who just don't take compliments well. They be like, well, why'd you say that? Why'd I say that? They're like, just take the compliment. Just take the compliment. Now, in my experience, it's usually, of course, I can say from my point of view, it's always ladies. But you know, that's a nice dress. Well, this thing was only $3. I don't care, and I've told y'all this before. I'm not gonna get into that, but stop telling me it was $3. I didn't ask you that. I said it looked nice on you. That's it. I don't care that it was a deal. I don't care. You tell your girlfriends that. Just take the compliment. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody just can't take a compliment, period. Or they just if you tell somebody they pretty, be like, I'm not really pretty. All right. Get your ugly ass on. Get your ugly ass on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you feel. Like that's how I feel. Like y'all want to give you. I want to take it back. I want to give me my compliment back. You know what I'm saying? Or you. And granted, if it's a stranger, I understand that knucklehead dudes have ruined this, you know, especially the ones with the Good Morning Beautifuls. So you've ruined telling a lady, man, you look nice today, or you got a nice smile, or whatever. You immediately on guard. You think a man trying to holler. I'm like, first of all, if I was trying to holler, you need to take a second look. That's how I feel. Take another look and allow that to happen. If I was trying to holler, if I must say so myself, it's no reason for you to be in defense. You take another look, be like, oh yeah, I would holler. That's what you need to say. That's what you need to say. But second of all, just take the compliment. Take it. Be okay with the fact that somebody said you look nice, you smell nice, you got a nice walk, you're a sexy walk, or nice purse, or whatever the compliment is. Take it. Take the compliment. Stop. I don't know what that is. I know it's like I know a handful of people that take compliments terribly. Like their face they feel uncomfortable almost. And I don't know what that is. They get uncomfortable when you compliment them. And here's the thing. I know some women that are, you know, that have been, maybe they've been highly sexualized. Maybe them personally, they've been highly sexualized. And so if somebody says they don't like physical compliments, but I almost rather you say that, especially if we're friends. I almost rather you say, hey, I appreciate that. So physical compliments make me uncomfortable because everybody always compliments my physical, but I got this extreme, intelligent, astronomical mind, and nobody compliments my thoughts. That'd be a lot, but I'd almost rather you tell me that, because then I'd understand that. At least you'll have some reason behind it. It's not just some random, I don't take compliments well, because I've heard people say that too.
Now that's me.
I'm sorry.
That's me.
What? You don't take compliments well?
No, I don't mind saying, you know, okay, don't comment on me like a piece of meat. Just make a general comment.
You got a nice booty.
Don't specify.
You got a nice booty.
I love your curves. It's like, yeah, I do too, for the most part. Yeah. But I'm a little uncomfortable when you say, you know, my curves. Could we not do that? Like it just, I mean, it's a turn off.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a turn off. Unless I like you. If I like you and you say it in a sexy way, I'll eat it up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you like compliments now. Let's not say this. You. Just for you, it just got to come from the right person, I'm sure.
True.
And maybe that's what it is. I can't see me.
No, it's not what it is, because I have people in my family that are grossly insecure, and I don't use the term grossly to say that they're insecure, you know, and it's disgusting. It's just like they're
grossly as in
shy,
a lot,
and they're a whole lot. Over
definition.
And it's to the point where when you give them a compliment, and then they give you a compliment, and then you compliment that compliment, and then they compliment you again. Like, hold on, this is not not a compliment.
God.
You're pretty. You look very nice today, and you smell wonderful. End of discussion.
How do you
end of discussion?
That's a good one. Because people feel obligated. If you be like, you got a nice smile, well, you got a nice one too, because you don't know what to say. Is it okay to just say thank you? Even if that is the truth. Is it okay to just say thank you?
Sometimes it depends on who it's coming from. Because I may have wanted to give you a compliment before, or I see you after you give me a compliment, and I'm compelled to give you a compliment because it's coming from a genuine place and not an insecure place. So for me, I try not to compliment people after they compliment me, just so it won't sound unauthentic.
Fake.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
exactly.
It's fake. I genuinely want to give you the compliment because I don't mind complimenting people.
You be like, shoot,
not right.
Beat me to it.
Yeah.
Steph be like, dang. Oh man, I wouldn't tell them they had nice elbows.
I was gonna tell
them they had nice elbows.
We ain't gonna speak on elbows.
I was gonna say they had nice elbows. And then, here they come and then told me I got nice hair, so now I gotta wait till tomorrow to tell them they got nice elbows. Lord.
That's me. I'm mad about that. So, but I have learned to take compliments well, just based on people like you in my circle that point out something like, Steph, you didn't have to say that. I'm like, say what? They were like, she told you was pretty, and you was just like, yeah, you're pretty too. Oh, this dress, this whole thing, and you point stuff like that out. And I have other people around me that will point that out as well. Like, you didn't have to give her a compliment because she gave you a compliment. I'm just like, but I think she's cute, and he's just like, nah, you didn't have to do that. And it makes me think about it. It makes me take the compliment. So it makes me very conscious of that. And because I'm around guys a lot, they tell you.
That's how I want
take
you to
the compliment and run with it. So now when they come, I accept the compliment and then I move on. Because if I go down my pictures, I can't compliment every, if like 20 different people.
Exactly.
Go through their page, compliment them back, and I'm not doing all that. Thank you.
Dear ladies, take compliments. Starting now, if you haven't been taking compliments, it's okay. You don't owe anybody anything else just because you said thank you to their compliment. You just take it.
Take them.
It's a nice dress. If you paid 50 cents for it, I don't know that. I know it's just a nice dress.
Hate that.
That's all I care about. I absolutely hate it. Can't stand it. It bothers me. It bothers me to no end. No end. Just keep it to yourself. I wonder if
it bothers other women to for the same way that it bothered you, because we talk to each other like that.
No, y'all like it. No, because y'all be like, $3 from where, girl? I was at Ross and I found this joint. I was just it spoke to me. Y'all like that.
And we start cackling. We start getting it in.
Yeah, like, girl, I be loving when I find me a $3 dress, girl. Some of my best dress is $3. And listen, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about that at all. I done moved on. Like, it's a nice dress. All right, move on. I don't care about none of that. Where you got it from? I don't want to go shop there and get a deal. I don't care. Great.
Chad, you got us down pat.
Perfect.
You got us down pat.
Down pat. Anyway, moving on. That's what has me on the edge. Speaking of being on the edge, we want you to be on the edge of information, of knowledge, of knowing your area, of knowing the businesses around your area. So we always give you a local Swig. Tell us about something local today.
All right, so check it out this weekend. My family took me to Antico Pizza. I don't know if I ever did Antico, but I like Antico. Mm-hmm. It just sounds... like it was another world, because it felt like another world. I'm gonna tell you why it felt like another world. Antico Pizza. Oh my God, it's like 3 or 4 ingredients, but it tastes so different than the Americanized pizza that we know. So it's like real Italy. It's like little Italia going on right here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you get a chance to check them out, that would be the best choice that you could possibly make on just out chilling, having a good time, hanging out. It is surrounded by some other, like another bar and other bars within the area. So it's not like you can't just move around. But I think you should definitely go there for their pizza. It is amazing. It was so good to me. And the big hot ovens that they put the food in, whether it's pizza, bread, or however, they cook dough. That is how they cook the pizza.
They make the dough.
So big
50-pound bags of flour.
Yes, all of that. And then they got this minced garlic. So listen, whatever it is that they do to make their pizza so good, it's good, guys. Like, it's good. Y'all know pizza, one of my favorite things. It's really good. The environment is really warming and nice. They do serve alcohol, so you can go there and get wine. I didn't see like a beer on the menu, but I did see wine. They also own like a cabana type tropical spot that's across the street. So you can go over there and get those coconut drinks that I was talking about earlier in the beginning of the show. You know, they take a fresh coconut, pop it open, pull out the contents, and then refill it with alcoholic beverages. And we refill the drink all weekend long. And I'll probably try to refill it until the bottom start leaking. Just throwing it out there. But check them out. It's Georgia Tech. It's on the west side. So it's 1093 Hemphill Avenue. Hemp Hill Avenue. That's Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. Phone number there, 404-724-2333. They are social distancing, so closed off the area that you can actually watch the pizza be made. So they've closed off that area, and so you're only able to like sit outside, outside of that location. I mean, outside of the kitchen area, if that makes any sense. Because usually it's like a hibachi almost, where you can sit near and watch it be made. Well, right now, due to COVID-19, we're not able to go into that area. But the front area is more like a lobby sitting area. It's dope. It's dope. Check them out. Antico Pizza.
It's right there behind the McDonald's on the north side. For those that's trying to figure it out. I don't know what's that. You think you said it's across the street? Because I go, Patchwork is over there, so I go to that studio all the time.
Yeah, Patchwork over there.
And I'm familiar with Antico and their ownership and some other stuff. But there is, I didn't know there was a tropical place. You said it's across the street.
Yeah, it's right across the street.
I didn't know.
It's what is the name of that place?
It don't matter, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you know Cafe Antico? Mm-hmm. That's right across
That's
the
what
street.
It's called? It's called
Cafe Antico. And then right across from that is the bar something.
Yeah, it's a little side. That's a little side street right there.
It's a little, whatever that is.
Yeah,
that's where we were able to get the drinks. They were having a private party there, so we almost got kicked out. But they allowed us to come in and get those drinks because they offered us to get the drinks. We could have gotten the
because y'all was cute or whatever
at Antico, and they was like, well, no, you could go across the street if you want a tropical drink or something different. So went across the street, got it, and they allowed us to walk it back across the street and sit over there pizza with it. So that was dope to me. That was super dope.
Well, anyway, Antico Pizza, go ahead and check it out. We give you these local swigs for a reason. If you got a local business, a local service, let us know. This is the place where we will showcase you to our audience. And so at the top of the hour, we always give you news. In the second hour, we give you those top stories. We call it top swigs. Let's get into those top swigs.
All right, let's get into these top swigs. So first of all, congratulations to Sierra and Russell Wilson. They brought in a baby boy this time, another baby boy. So now they have two boys and a girl. Of course, one with Future, but now they 3 kids. They keep three in right now. So I'm guessing about 6 kids before Sierra stops. She looks amazing after having this baby. Whatever prayers she prayed, she still haven't released it to the public yet, and we're waiting for that. I know I'm still waiting for that.
She gonna bust it down. She gonna bust it down.
She gonna give us the prayer
again.
Yeah.
3. So Russell was like, man, they might stop now because he's like, I need my boy. I need the boy to come from me. I need all my skill to come from me. That's what it is.
I don't think he gonna stop. Why? Why stop now?
Yeah, I mean, he got the bread, so that's the thing to stop a lot of people.
Her singing career died a long time ago. She may as well pop those kids out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So, in other news, amid COVID-19, I heard about the stimulus package that's coming back out, $1,200 second round should be released. The information on that should be released today. They should go ahead and sign the bill. It's called the CARES Act 2. So if you're looking for the unemployment to be extended, it will be extended as of today once they sign the bill. So if they take all day to sign the bill, don't be looking forward to it. But within this next week anyway. But so you're going to get an extension of unemployment. It just won't be the $600. It's going to be something a lot less than that. The first bill came out of $3 trillion. This bill is only $1 trillion. So that lets you know right then and there that they're not going to extend that much. Also, due to COVID-19, a lot of different things have went up. One of the things have went up is the diabetes rate. The rate for diabetes has gone up.
What?
I don't know. I thought people were
y'all at
working
home
out.
drinking
The
that
people that's
juicy
on my
juice.
side-
They're
Right,
at
the
home
people that's
drinking
on my
juicy juice.
timeline, I'm thinking everybody working out, getting healthy, getting fine, getting fit. But if you look at the numbers in diabetes have went up tremendously. Biz Marquis, he was just reported to be hospitalized due to diabetes. So, that's those illnesses like that. If they're going up now, just imagine. Because guess what? If the illness rate is going up, that means the insulin is going up. And even though Donald Trump is saying, he's putting it out there that he's going to make sure that the medicines are affordable, that's not the point. That's not the point. We're going to lose a lot of lives due to it. I know a lot of people, I know that diabetes have claimed a lot of lives that I'm familiar with, like my grandmother and my aunts and things like that. So another thing that has gone up since COVID-19 has been child abuse cases. Last year, child abuse cases were at 14.2. They're at 40% now.
Are we surprised by this one?
No, we're not surprised.
Are we surprised? That was less surprising to me.
But this is what breaks my heart. If it's 40% of cases reported, imagine how many cases are not reported of child abuse. In some form of child abuse. So it's a lot going on in these homes. Listen, get some help. Please, get some help. If you are not, if your nerves are just, are not where they need to be to watch your children or quote unquote babysit your own child, call a neighbor, call on a friend, see if there are locations where you can drop your child off, because abusing a child, that's not what's up. That's not what's up. They had one child that was taken to the hospital. Every finger was broken. Someone took the time out to break every single finger on his body. Both of his legs.
It's a special place in Hades for people that abuse children and women. Just a person that's abusive, but especially children. I think it's a special place. It's a special place for you. It's some pain on this earth and the next for you. Like, I wish it was legal to do something to them. Like a child, dog, especially a child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't understand them kind of people. It do something to me to hear that.
Yeah, it does. It
do something to me.
Yeah, it makes me feel some kind of way. Y'all know I hate reporting cases like this. I always try to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that if I'm going to report something, is something that someone can take away from it, something that people can take away from it. And the only reason why I'm reporting this is because if you know something is happening and one of those in someone's home, or you're suspicious about it, you could either go to that person and try to figure something out and see if your thoughts and your suspicions are true, or you may just need to go ahead and file a report. I don't care if it's friends, family, it doesn't matter. If there's a level of abuse any level of abuse going on, please say something. Please say something. Like, please say something. Because again, if the rates are going up to 40% being reported, then that means it's about 20 that are not being reported.
But you know what?
We want to stop.
I made. Oh my goodness! Come on now.
Sorry.
I made light of saying, "Are we surprised?" But to put a real perspective on surprise of it being reported. Now that you said that, I think a lot of things. People seeing a lot of things. That's why we got this whole movement. That's why the George Floyd video went up like it did, because people are sitting still. Like America, the rat race of America has slowed down enough for people to pay attention. Like, oh, that ain't right. Wait, that ain't right. That ain't right. So people are now, they can see things. They're at home all day. And then, man, you know what? I notice these little kids always come outside. If they come outside, they malnourished or whatever. Like, people are seeing things more because the world has slowed down. Take notice of that. Take notice of that, because that could be a positive thing too. You are seeing. You ever? And I tell you like this: when you're riding in a car, and driving through the city, you ever notice when you ride in that same car, you're not driving through the same streets, you see more. You see more. You be like, man, I ain't never noticed that house right there. Well, I ain't never noticed. For real, when you're riding, which is crazy because you're supposed to be paying attention to all things, but when you're riding, you see more things. And I think that's because now the world is slow. Your world is slowed down a little bit. And I think we can take inventory of the world like that right now. In this moment, it's slowed down, and now we can see things a little bit clearer. Take advantage of that. That is all.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed. Well, speaking of inventory, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out with inventory that has been taken with Ronald Reagan. Now, the Ronald Reagan Foundation is basically...
Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan feels like, listen, Donald, his whole foundation and his campaign is asking Donald Trump's campaign, stop mentioning us. You doing it for clout, and we don't like it. See, this is the thing. If you donate to Donald Trump's campaign and you spend $45 or more, he's supposed to give you a coin. He's supposed to give you 2 coins. One with Ronald Reagan's face, and then the other one with Donald Trump's face. Well, Ronald Reagan, his campaign want to know, how many coins have you sold? Because you need to stop selling them. You're not giving us any of the money for it. And quite frankly, we don't support the campaign.
Wait, Ronald Reagan, like
Ronald Reagan's foundation,
the president. From
yes,
when I was a child.
Yes.
Ronald Reagan from the 80s. Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Nancy Reagan's husband.
Yes.
So why are we talking about Ronald Reagan again? Like, how is Ronald Reagan connected to Donald Trump? Like, Ronald Reagan, is this Ronald Reagan Jr. or is this whoever runs the foundation?
Whoever runs the foundation.
It should be Junior, but
it's probably Junior nephew. But so they're saying that we don't appreciate you using Ronald Reagan's face or name in mentions in your campaign for clout, and you making sales.
I can get that.
We don't know how many coins you've given out with his face on it, and how many you promised. However, we're not receiving anything from it, but we don't want anything from it. We just want you to stop using our name, period. No more Ronald Reagan, relations as far as Donald. Yeah, that's crazy, right? It's like, we talking about Ronald. I like it. Yeah, we're talking about Ronald Reagan. So it's a couple different things. They say they own the sole rights to Ronald Reagan's name. So stop using it. You didn't ask us. Even if you're the president, you still didn't ask us to use his name. And really, it's just a desperate. This is very desperate of him to give out gold coins for people to donate to his campaign. Because Joe Biden is I ain't gonna lie, like he raised like $140 in a weekend, and Donald Trump is millions behind as fundraising for the campaign.
Ronald Reagan.
Really.
Okay.
You're stuck.
Yeah. All right. So fantastic. That was your top Swigs.
1982. You were born 1982.
Yeah. Those are top
I
Swigs.
wasn't born.
You going out of your way to sentence? Are you going out of your way to sentence?
Yes.
All right, man. So it's about that time for us to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab your coffee mugs, and have a little
coffee talk.
So today we do talk about hierarchy, and I'm very, very interested to hear what people are going to say about this one. So there's a lot of discussion of hierarchy when it comes to wife, children, mom. It's funny that mom is always in there. It's never dad, because dad be like, nah, don't put me in no hierarchy. But on Twitter, without any context of this video, like of their relationship prior to this video, because this is the thing about videos and pictures, is always a snapshot, and we always got to be careful about jumping to conclusions because of one video. You may miss everything, so always ask for more. But anyway, without context on the surface, there's a video of this woman arguing. The mother of the husband is sitting in the front seat, and she is yelling for her to sit in the back. Why you always sitting in the front? You need to sit in the back. Cursing, yelling. No, I'm your wife. She need to sit her MFing all this in the back. And I'm like, I don't even know why this is even a discussion at all. But there's always this talk online about this hierarchy. Who comes first? Who comes first? The wife, the mama that birthed him. Who comes first? And about this specific thing, should she have sat in the back simply because the wife was there? And should the husband had been an advocate for, Ma, you gotta get your tail in the back. My wife here. So I'm gonna ask the ladies up front though. What do you think about this? So, and I'll start with that. What do you think?
Okay. First of all, somebody in the comments said Ronald Reagan campaign said, keep our name out your mouth.
Hilarious.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was gonna tickle me to death, and I wasn't gonna be able to complete my thought if I didn't say nothing about it. Sorry.
Hilarious.
Okay, so this is my thing with that. Okay, we're gonna go on a situation basis. So,
hey, Sandra.
That the mother is always riding in the front seat.
Yes, and she's
she was
yelling
for the
and
mother.
Cursing. Let's.
No, we ain't got to that point. 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 Okay, so let me unpack it. So if I have a problem with treating an elderly with the utmost respect, that says something about my character in itself. Now, whether I'm with somebody is a whole different story. But how I think right now is automatically letting somebody else know that I lack respect somewhere along the lines, or I haven't been raised to believe that a certain level of respect is due to those that came before us. See, I'm a person that I like elderly people so much that it really hurt my feelings to even think that you got an issue with an elderly woman sitting in the front. And I say elderly, I don't mean like old, crippled over and can't barely do for themselves. I'm just saying you're older than me.
Yeah.
Period.
You my elder.
You my elder. You my elder. At the end of the day, you are my elder. I grew up in the church. The motherboard was something serious. They was probably, some of them was my mama age, but I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I would never like try to challenge them in any capacity. Sit down means sit down. Get up means you get pinched and twisted. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody had something to say about it. You
Black
get represented through words. Yeah, you didn't really have to whoop me. All you had to do was scream, yell, or say something to me, and I'm crying. I'm automatically crying because I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That look.
You can look at me and I'll start crying. Yeah, you can do that now. Yeah, if I love you, you can do something like that to me, boy. You can turn me upside down. Just tear me up. Now, again, that goes back to the character of yourself, how you were raised. If that was in fact a problem, it should have been, you shouldn't even have an issue with it. Now, all this cussing and screaming and going out saying that the mother needs to get in the back seat, why the F you always riding in the front seat and all, that's a different level of disrespect. Now, first we're at a level of you not knowing what respect is and who it should be placed upon. The second thing is the disrespect that comes along with that. Who are you to think that you could disrespect somebody's mother? I would prefer to get out the car and catch a lift before I disrespect this man's mother.
Straight like that?
Straight like that. If I got I could be quiet, of course, and cordial, because I could be around people that I don't like. I could be
and
around.
That's why I said context for this.
I don't got to be singing Kumbaya and come to Jesus with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to do all that. But what I can say is I can be around you and still be cordial. You know what I'm saying? You don't get out of line with me, I don't get out of line with you. I ain't trying to come over there and act like I like you, and I don't care if you know that I don't like you. However, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to somebody's mother, and I'm trying to build a relationship with you, you know, and I'm trying to build a bond with you because this is who he came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, this is who he came from. If me and you can't come to an agreement, I don't got to be around you. I ain't got to disrespect you. I just don't have to be around you. All that cussing and screaming and hollering and all that, I feel uncomfortable with cursing, and I'm grown. I feel uncomfortable with cursing in front of elders. I don't do that. I barely, you know what I'm saying, use certain words. I'm sorry.
So I totally agree with you on the level of respect here.
Helpful.
There should have been so much respect that even if you had a problem with this, she wouldn't have known like that. Right. Even if you had a problem with this, you'd be like, we'll talk about this when we get home. Okay. And then you say something to him. If you even if you had it now. You having a problem with this? Had it been me, we would have never even made it to marriage. Because obviously you got a respect problem. You would have never even been married to me. Like, what? You said what? Next to my mama? Peace. Right. I'm talking about quick with the dip. So quick. You got to go. You got to go. You talking about you my wife. Now, the fact that you done made it to my, and you talking about you my wife, girl, kick rocks with no socks immediately. Big rocks. So you my, and what? That's probably, it been a divorce that day because you wouldn't like my response to that. I'm like, and what?
Right again.
Exactly. And what? What you saying? You don't get out, my mama, now this is why are we having an issue with your mother sitting in the front seat? Like, why you want to cramp somebody's mama up? And back seats be cramped sometimes. And this was like this car wasn't really big. It was like one of the mini SUV type cars. So like ain't a whole lot of leg room in the back. Now my mama always say she want to sit in the back because she like to ride because she got to drive all the time. So she be like, no, baby, put me in the third row. I'm going to sleep. that's how my mama is when we all ride in the big truck. She want to get in the back and go to sleep. Right. But off gate, any woman worth her salt though is gonna say that. I feel like any woman that's worth anything is gonna say, no, Miss Carrie, you sit in the front. I'm gonna sit in the back. Wait, like gonna offer that. Not even going. She'll open the door if you know what I'm saying. The type of women I know go open the door and be like, hey, come on, sit down.
I sure am jumping out the car.
For real.
First of all, I'm getting out of the car first. I'm getting out of the car right now because I need you to. You gonna have to tell me, baby, get back in the car, and I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna challenge you on that. Like, you get in the front seat. They're like, no, you get in the front. Like you gonna have to force me back in the front seat.
Yes.
I'm an able body. I can get up and move about how I want to get up and move about. So I ain't, trying to get you to do that. And I want you to be comfortable. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to have the seat. You got the best seat in the house, baby. That's for you.
And this exactly. And this the other thing.
That's like telling a man not to get up when he see a
girlfriend.
Woman.
Go ahead. Finish
you
that.
See what I'm saying? That's like telling a man not to get up when he's sitting, when if he's on a train or something like that, or when he's in a cramped space and is a woman standing up and she needs a chair. That's the same thing as a man not getting up to give her his seat. It's a lack of respect. It shows a lack of respect. You have you haven't properly put your respect in perspective. Put it like that. You don't know who to give it to. Because you should be able to give it to a woman with no sweat on your back. You see a pregnant woman standing up and you sitting down, I'm going to get up. And I'm a female. So I would expect a man to get up and then give me his. But he should have got
So let's say this. So here's the question. Is this just a microcosm of a bigger issue? Is this a microcosm of that we're not teaching respect. We're talking about we get to a layer that's so deep that the surface ain't even been handled. Like just simple respect of position. That is lost. Maybe that's being lost, and I think it's our duty. I say this all the time. People don't like traditions and things of that nature, but I think it's our duty to pass down those things that we have seen work, and stop all this experimental living that we doing that we ain't never seen that work. I ain't never seen that work. This I seen work. We're gonna implement this. You know what I'm saying? Like friendship parenting and all the stuff, the experimental stuff that I see people doing. I'm like, so you ain't never seen that work. Why you gonna try this with somebody's life? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Teach this respect. And now, this also speaks levels to this man in this video to me, because any man that, for one, he shows respect, he showed the utmost respect to her parents, number one. Number two, he commands a level of respect. I don't feel like any woman would treat me like that, because I don't walk in a way that you gonna just disrespect me like that. So you like disrespect me and my mama? Like, you don't care about nothing. Like, you ain't got no respect for me. This person that I am, and as a husband, the head of household or whatever, you ain't got no respect. So this speaks levels and volumes about these men. So men, also, you can't be out here asking for respect, and you ain't someone that needs to be respected. So that's the other thing. That's the other thing. That if you ain't walking around commanding, remember that we talk about words on here. The importance of words. If you ain't walking around here commanding a level of respect, not demanding, that's different. You gotta respect me. Nah, not demanding, commanding. You ain't gotta say a word when you walk in. You ain't gotta say a word in a situation. If you are commanding a level of respect, you wouldn't even got to this level from this young lady. Right. So this speaks volumes about him. And so any man that feels some kind of way about this video, you gotta check yourself and be like, wait, would this happen to me? Would the person that I have around me right now do this to me? If it is, then you need to change. You need to make some changes as well. So there's a level of respect. Basically,
yeah. So okay. So we're reverting this back to him as a person, because the situation wouldn't even occur with the right kind of individual. It occurred.
I'm trying to, because I want to break it down, because I don't want to blame him.
Right kind of individual, because I know a lot of people that wouldn't even. It's not even a discussion. Like, the fact that we're having this discussion is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like, I know men that wouldn't even, they would have probably put you at the top.
You talking about looks. We talked about looks earlier. Talk about looks. I wouldn't have had nothing to say. I'd be like, it would have been a look. You would have known, but I'm going to shut up. It would have been that. You would be like, you know what? I'm going to be quiet. But again,
I'm going to be quiet before I get put out. At least I know I can get home, go back to the house and get put out.
But that's a level of respect you command. If you ain't got that respect, that look don't mean nothing. If don't nobody respect you. Now, I want to say, listen, because I don't want to take the blame off her, because people got to take accountability for who they are. So I'm not just saying that he's to blame for this. I think there's a lot of blame to go around, but so she has to check herself as well. But I just wanted to make sure we made mention of the level of respect. When people disrespect you, and people tend to disrespect you on a regular basis, that's because that's either you don't command any respect, or you allow that to happen, and they see it. They be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna disrespect. Oh yeah, I ain't got no respect for him. Yeah. Listen, you ain't going, and I ain't got to fight everybody that has a level of that tries to disrespect or don't show respect, but I ain't got to be around you either. So guys, you know what I mean? Guys are taught like, oh, he disrespected me, and it's men, it's jails full of men that felt disrespected.
Yes.
and handled it the wrong way. I ain't saying it got to be a violent response, but also people disrespect you. A lot of times people disrespect you because you ain't a person. Why? I'd have said that to somebody before. Why I need to respect you? I've told somebody that before to the face. It's like, Brian, you ain't nobody I respect. Straight up. Mm-hmm. Now that's, those fighting words, but I've said it, but because you ain't carry yourself in the way you should be respected, dog. There it is. And so, not to get too far off this topic of hierarchy, it should never have gone this way. I'm gonna get into some of these comments though, because people are really getting into these comments.
Hold on, because we haven't answered the question.
What is the question?
Who do you think comes first? How does it play out for Jason?
Who comes first? I mean, you know, once you marry, you get married, your wife has, you know, wife family, they have top tier. So I always struggle with this question though, because they like, in what sense, when is this gonna come into play? You know what I'm saying? Like, when does this come into play that I have to actually put it in some hierarchy? Now, I think there's a give and take in that too. I think they'd be like, nah, that's your mama. You go ahead and take care of that right now. I think 9 times out of 10 women are gonna do that. They ain't gonna, you know what I mean? A woman that's worth anything is not gonna pit herself against your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should not really come up. You know what I mean? It shouldn't really come up, but you know, you have a responsibility. You asked her to marry you, dog. So that's how I feel. Like, you asked her to marry you, so you have a level of responsibility for her and to her, because you asked for this. She asked for it. You asked her. You got down on your knee and said, "Will you marry me?" Is what you did. You asked for it, and I think that's the reason why. I think it's the reason why it goes that way too. I asked you, so now that I done asked you, I got some responsibilities. And that's why I say, if you're not ready for the responsibility, don't ask. Don't feel. That's why I don't think women should ever force a guy into marrying them. Man, you better marry me. I'm like, I'm telling you, that's not gonna work out for you in some way. Yeah. You know, there's people that have made ultimatums and they got married and they've been married for 20 years. You don't know the intricacies of their marriage. I'm telling you, something ain't working. Something in that ain't working. They could be married forever, and something in that ain't working. When you gotta force somebody to do it, now he asked you, there's a level of responsibility. So when he asks you, then you gotta take top tier, because I asked you to come along on this ride. So that's my answer to that question. But when you about to talk about this car, get your tail in the back. No. Get your tail in the back. But you know what? But the other thing is, I've seen my dad. Well, actually, my dad would drive. You know what I'm saying? We go pick up grandma and grandpa. He'd be like, "All right, no, Mr. Jones, you sit over there. I'ma drive." And that's how I learned. I seen it. I seen the level of respect my dad gave to his mother and father-in-law. I know. So I know how to walk in that path. Thank God I had a dad to show me those examples. But I know how to walk that path. He's like, nah, this is how you do it. Because I seen that work. Going back to what I said earlier, I've seen that work. This other one I ain't seen work before. So let me get into some of these comments. They've talked about a lot on here. Wives come first in a relationship, but elders get the front seat. I don't care if I like her or not. Like Steph said, it's about respect I was raised with, and it's a reflection on me. When I saw this video, I think that it was a bigger issue than the front seat situation. However, mom sits in the front seat out of respect. I would feel uncomfortable sitting in the front seat. As we sometimes say in the military, shout out to Shamian, I can respect the position, but I don't have to like the person in that position. And we talked about that, respecting the position. Coleman Graham said, if you're disrespectful to my mother, you don't have respect for me either, or yourself. I feel like either or. But remember what she said. But remember what the vows say. What says? But remember what the vows say. No, I've heard that a lot too. I've heard women also make choices on. I know women that make choices about their mate just by like how you respect your mom. If you don't know how to respect your mom, you will definitely disrespect me. And but you know what? I don't think that's taught enough to guys. That again, not in the boy handbook. That's not taught to us to pay attention, quote unquote, pay attention to how she treats her parents. But I think that's an indication. Like if she don't got no respect for her dad, or her grandfather, or some man, because her dad might not have been around, and so she'd be like, all right, but I got a uncle, I got a pastor, I got somebody. She don't have a level of respect for, a healthy respect for any man in her life. I think that's a representation of how this may go. You know what I mean? Because she ain't never had to walk that line, so she don't know.
Yeah.
She ain't never had to walk that line, so I think that could be a hindrance to keep you from being married too. Go ahead.
It is. It will be, because this is the thing. When you watch how another person interacts, say for instance, I'm gonna break it down for a mom on the guy's side first. So the way that a guy treats his mother, it gives you confirmation of whether or not, you know, he has love, he has respect, if he's gentle, if he's aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's aggressive with his mom, he may slap you behind the couch a couple of times. He may turn to you. You know what I'm saying? He's naturally aggressive. You could bet your bottom dollar you may get punched. Or jaked up or something. You know what I'm saying? That he's an aggressive individual. Now with the female, if she has no respect for her father as a king, as a man, you know what I'm saying, then you automatically know she's not going to respect you, and that at some point your manhood is going to be challenged. And who wants to be in a marriage or a relationship with someone who's going to consistently challenge their perspective on everything or challenge their manhood? You know what I'm saying? And now I can see, but that's now set aside. Now, if you don't make good decisions, her challenging you is necessary.
Hey,
she's trying to help.
It has been said.
Up to speed. She's trying to get you up to par. Either she's gonna build you up great for the next woman, or you know what I'm saying, like she's building you up for the next woman, and don't mind building you up for the next woman just to put great individuals out there into the world, or you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna get deuced.
Deuces.
You're gonna get the deuces.
Yeah.
So check it. It says if you're disrespecting yourself, you are disrespecting yourself when you disrespect somebody. Period. If you don't know, and you disrespect me, and you feel I don't deserve your respect, then that's your opinion. But there will be consequences. That's another thing. There are consequences for action. Period. If you, just like the guy, like you were saying, he was supposed to handle it. There obviously haven't been many consequences in the relationship for certain things. Because the first time you get out of line or disrespect a man, if he don't check you right then and there, you gonna run all over him. And I say it all the time. I know I use that term all the time. Like, you gonna have
all
to check
the
me.
time.
You gonna have to check me. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to say, hey, I ain't on that. Move around. You know, chill out. You know, I'm first of all, I'm an only child. I'm a spoiled brat, and I do what I want to do. I'm a free spirit. So yeah, you're gonna have to check me on that. But don't check me by putting your hands on me or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have to be very strong in your word. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to prove to me that you can lead. If you are not a good leader, I'm not a good follower. I'm not a follower at all. If I feel like you make terrible decisions, I'm definitely not going to follow you. I would do nothing but challenge you. So we may as well just be friends. We don't even need to be in a relationship, period. You know what I'm saying? At that point, we're just cool because you still learning. You got some learning to do, and we ain't gonna go there because everything I say gonna offend you anyway. And that's another thing. It's like sometimes people are very, they don't know how to say things because sometimes, again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, you know, it's, I don't know. I'm still learning how to deal with people myself. But if it was left up to me, I would also, you know, make sure that when I'm getting in a relationship with someone, that their level of respect for me is up to par. You're either going to treat me nice, treat me right, or you won't have an opopportunity to be around me at all. And that's only
and treat everybody around me with respect.
Everybody around me with, you know, with respect, and treat a woman like a queen, because I give that. I'm going to treat a king like a king. I'm going to love on him. I'm going to, you know, my love language, of course, is service. I like giving, you know, so that's the thing. You know, but
respect
you're
my mom.
Always have
respect
that level of respect.
my
sister, my mom, my father, and everybody in their place and positions in my life as well.
my mom.
If you know I got a tight relationship with my family, don't be talking about they can't come around no more. They always around. They da. You knew that when you got into this relationship, that I had a close-knit family.
So let me say this as well before we get out of this, so y'all can continue to have these conversations. I also want to say that it does go the other way, because people will be like, well, the mama gotta respect her too. I mean, I think that's a moot point, really. But yes, I agree. You can't allow people to disrespect your significant other either. So I think it's a mutual level of respect, but you only getting that because I'm asking for you to have that. Mama, your elders command that. It's two different,
right?
two different things. So, but
the Maya Angelou,
mama can't be
anything.
But mama can't be just walking out the house and well, here go this man. Like if you got that kind of mama, then you like yeah, it's gonna be a lot of problems. You gonna always be fighting this battle, and maybe you don't need to bring anybody around that kind of mama. But moving on.
That goes back to the first name vibes, though. That goes back to the first name vibes. I'm sure the chick that was in the back seat doing all the cussing and screaming and hollering, I'm sure she probably called her by her first name.
The first name. I agree.
The mother.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be Miss Jones to me. Mrs. Whoever to me. Forever.
You ain't been... Again, I learned that from my dad. My dad ain't never called
Wanda, you need to be
grandma by her first name. That dad ain't never called my grandma or grandpa, either one of them, by their first name. Ever. So, but that's a whole nother conversation. We talk about respect and hierarchy and all that. That all goes into that. Man, we had these talks, these conversations, these topics for you guys to take that into your regular life and talk with your friends and family and significant other, and have this conversation and be like, hey, you respect my mama? I don't know. Have that conversation. Continue to do that, man. I hope you enjoyed Coffee Talk on this Monday. Let's have a little goal talk. What you got for us today, Steph? A little goal talk.
Goal talk. So earlier today, if you missed the Morning Motivational Starter Pack, the Morning Motivational Starter Pack was talking more so about giving praise to your people and your peers and the people that surround you. Like, oh, you did a great job with this. Hey, bro, good looking out on that. Whatever the case may be. To your brethren as a man to man, it's okay to give your fellow brethren, some love and some encouragement. And right now, even with today is Monday. By Friday, you should have been given some kind of, not the validation, but confirmation that whatever it is that they're doing, they're on the right path, and that you agree with whatever it is that they're doing. So that's some gold talk right there. And women, keep doing what you're doing. I'm seeing more and more women grow this big level of confidence and empowerment, and we're pouring into each other and we're complimenting each other without a problem. Men, again, like Jason said, they're not taught to give other men compliments because of the level of competition that you learned, early on in life. Only thing that we're saying to that, adding to that, is learning that, there's a fine line between competition and competing. Is that the word that I used to that?
No, the fine line between competition and
hating.
Self-respect. Hating? Yes, hating. Yeah, you bet.
I'm gonna say I didn't want to say it. That's why I said competition. But hating, it's a fine line between that. So find your levels and adjust them accordingly. We fixing crowns in this day and age. We fixing crowns. If it's tilted,
you know what?
Brother,
that's real. And that's real.
Brothers
I think
got crowns that get tilted too.
I think that's real. I think even more so in this social climate that we have right now, and that's how I feel. I feel that level of the need to compliment and uplift my brothers, ones I know and don't know, even more so. And you should feel that way too. And in this time, more so than ever. Right now, you should be like, "What's up, brother?" Like "What's up, brother? How you doing, brother?" I do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And not just because now I've always been this way, but even more so, I go out of my way to make sure I'm like that, because they need to feel that. I think brothers need to feel that in these streets. They don't need to feel like we against each other. I need to feel like a unit. I want us to feel like a unit when we out. Even if you don't know me, we here together. We together. That's what I would like for it to be. Of course, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but that's what I really would like for it to look like. Announcements today.
Stop walking around like you're on guard.
Announcements today. National Chicken Finger Day today. It's National Chicken Finger Day. How about that? Go ahead and get you a chicken finger basket. It actually has a holiday. Those that y'all enjoy chicken finger, there is a couple black-owned Zaxby's known for their chicken fingers here in Atlanta, Georgia. So stop by a couple of those Zaxby's. The one on Ponce is black-owned, and the one in Norcross is black-owned as well. So stop by that. And the Chick-fil-A on Martin Luther King is black-owned. So there you go. Stop at one of those spots and get you a chicken finger basket or something today. It's National Scotch Day as well. National Scotch Day. Scotch. I love Scotch. Shout out to Ron Burgundy. It's National Scotch Day. And so birthdays, celebrity birthdays. Let's get into that. Tory Lanez turned 28 today. Happy birthday to Tory Lanez. Having a tumultuous 28th birthday though right now. Triple H, the wrestler, turned 51 today. 51 is crazy.
Triple H?
Yeah, Triple H is 51. The model Winnie Harlow, she turned 26. You know who Winnie Harlow is. I love her. Alex Rodriguez, Hall of Fame baseball player, turned 46 today. 46. The beau of Jennifer Lopez. Young Dolph, shout out to Tennessee. He turned 35 today. He turned 35. Young Dolph. And actress Maya Rudolph turned 48 today. She's turned 48. She's almost 50 years old. They always got her in real ambiguous roles, racially ambiguous roles. Ip Man turned 57 today. Ip Man turned 57.
Y'all have no idea. I watch every Ip Man ever. I watch him over and over. I am a big fan of Ip Man. He turned how old?
57. He can't do this no more. So they said, all right, we got he turned 57. So we'll see what happens with his career being 57 years old.
I'm gonna watch him today.
What else? Minds of Mischief representing the homies. Shout out to Minds of Mischief, Hova, Jackson, Pedro. Hey man, it's on demand every Castbox, Pandora, iHeart, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. If that's your thing, I gotta start saying that. If that's your thing, because a lot of people are like, man, I don't really listen to podcasts. All right, that's cool. But those of you that are listening, we out there. There's plenty of shows. Make sure you go out there and listen to that. Running the Point with Jason Carey is out there. We got those hoodies. Y'all like to wear hoodies in the summer. I know y'all seen the ads up on IG, so make sure you go get one of those Jason Carey hoodies on jasoncarey.net. Great Morning t-shirts coming. My Red Blush. Make sure you follow My Red Blush. Make sure you go and get one of them waist beads. Y'all need some waist beads. Y'all can order from her. She go out there and meticulously make them jumps.
All of them going out today. No, I don't make them. Misconception. I don't make them. They come from Ghana. Unfinished waist beads straight from Ghana.
So she got a supplier. Okay.
I do have a supplier.
It's good to know. Hey, ladies, go ahead and get the waist beads. Ain't for everybody, but for those of you that have them, it is they for everybody. Okay.
They're for everybody.
All right. So it's sexy.
There are benefits. Wait a minute. Have you experienced waist beads?
All right, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Money Making Monday. Enjoy it. Get out there and get to the bread. We're gonna have a good time. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip,
take a swig, and we out.